What if I told you that just taking 10 minutes to write about certain events from your day could dramatically alter your mood, giving you purpose, meaning, and calm in times of chaos? As a psychiatrist and author, I've found that these 7 Stoic journaling prompts will help you feel less overwhelmed or emotionally stuck so you can become more self-aware and take control of your life and emotions instead of being controlled by them. And best of all, they only take a few minutes each day to do. So let's start with number 1. You see, according to Marcus Aurelius, our emotions often betray us. We need to be aware of them. So ask yourself this: what emotion dominated my day, and did it serve me? This is important because, as Seneca said, our emotions can lead us to act irrationally and make bad decisions. The Stoics believe that we should always examine our thoughts and emotions and ask whether they are helping us live a good and virtuous life. By asking this question at the end of each day, you'll become more aware of your emotional state and how it affects your thoughts and actions. Write down any strong emotions you felt during the day and ask yourself why you felt that way. Was it helpful? Did it make you a better person? Or was it destructive and took you away from your Stoic ideals? By becoming more aware of our emotions, we can learn to control them rather than being controlled by them. For example, if anger has dominated your day, write down how you felt when you became angry and ask yourself whether that emotion helped you or hurt you. You may find that anger can push you into making impulsive decisions that you may later regret. By recognizing these patterns, you can learn to control your emotions and use them in a healthy and constructive way. Now, the second prompt is, was anything out of my control today, and how did I respond? The Stoics believe that there are some things in life that are within our control and others that are not. It's up to us to determine which ones we want to focus on. When we get upset over things that are beyond our control, we only make ourselves miserable. By asking this question every day, you train yourself to differentiate between the things you can influence and those you can't, which leads to less stress and worry. Here's an example of how you might use this prompt. Imagine you're running late for work and traffic is slow. In this situation, you might feel stressed or anxious, but remind yourself that the traffic is out of your control. Instead of focusing on the negative, try to stay calm and focus on the things you can control, such as your attitude or how you choose to respond. Write down the events that were out of your control and how you reacted to them. Could you have responded differently? How could you have stayed calm and focused on the things you can control? By reflecting on these questions, you can learn to accept the things you cannot change and focus your energy on what you can. And speaking of changing your energy, number 3 is, where did I fail to live with virtue, courage, wisdom, justice, temperance? Because at the heart of Stoicism is living a life of virtue. It's about striving to be the best version of yourself and living according to your values and principles. But as humans, we're bound to make mistakes. That's why the Stoics believe in self-reflection and continuous improvement. Every day we should ask ourselves whether we lived according to these 4 virtues: courage, justice, wisdom, and moderation. This daily reflection allows us to identify areas where we fell short and commit to doing better tomorrow. It's a chance to acknowledge our shortcomings and reaffirm our commitment to living a virtuous life. Let's look at an example. Let's say you didn't stand up for someone who was being treated unjustly. That would be a failure of justice. Reflect on that and ask yourself, why didn't you speak up? Was it fear of confrontation or laziness? Then commit to doing better next time. Write down any instances where you failed to embody these virtues and reflect on why you fell short. This honest self-assessment is key to understanding your weaknesses and committing to improvement. Remember, we're all human and bound to make mistakes. The important thing is to learn from them and keep trying to be better. But sometimes we forget the most important thing, being grateful for what we have. This leads us to our 4th prompt, which is, what am I grateful for right now? The Stoics understood that gratitude is a powerful tool for cultivating happiness and inner peace. When we focus on what we're grateful for, we shift our attention away from what we lack and towards the abundance that already exists in our lives. By practicing gratitude every day, we can train ourselves to appreciate the present moment and find joy in the everyday. Gratitude also helps us to cultivate a positive mindset, which can help us overcome challenges and setbacks with greater resilience. So take a moment to think about all the things you're grateful for right now. It could be something simple like a warm bed, a delicious meal, or a supportive friend. It could also be something bigger like your health, your freedom, or the beauty of nature around you. Write down at least 3 things you're grateful for every day and reflect on why you are grateful for them. As you do this, you'll notice a shift in your mindset and a greater sense of peace and contentment in your life. And remember, even in difficult times, there's always something to be grateful for. Speaking of difficult times, our 6th prompt is what fear held me back, and how can I face it tomorrow? Fear is a natural human emotion that we all experience. However, the Stoics believe that it's up to us to decide whether fear will control us or we can overcome it and act bravely. By identifying the things that scare you, you can confront them head on and weaken their power over you. You'll become more resilient and better equipped to handle whatever life throws at you. So write down any fears or worries you have and make a plan to address them. For example, if public speaking is scary, practice and prepare thoroughly to boost your confidence. If starting a business is intimidating, break down the steps and seek support from others. By taking action, you'll diminish the power of fear and open yourself up to new opportunities and growth. The 5th prompt is, what lesson did discomfort teach me today? The Stoics believe that discomfort and pain are opportunities for growth and self-improvement. By embracing discomfort, we can develop resilience, patience, and self-control. Discomfort often comes with valuable lessons that can help us become better, stronger individuals. So ask yourself, what discomfort did you experience today, and what lesson did it teach you? It could be something physical, emotional, or mental. For example, if you went on a run and pushed yourself beyond your limits, ask yourself what it taught you about your physical endurance and mental toughness. If you faced a challenging situation, reflect on what it taught you about yourself and how you can improve. Write down the lesson you learned and how you can apply it to your life going forward. By embracing discomfort and reflecting on it, you can grow and become more resilient in the face of future challenges. Now, the final prompt is a critical one. It's, if today were my last, did I live it meaningfully? The Stoics believe in living each day to the fullest and making the most of the time we have. They encourage us to reflect on our choices and actions to ensure we're living a life that's meaningful and fulfilling. By asking yourself this question at the end of each day, you can evaluate whether you've used your time wisely and made the most of the opportunities that came your way. For example, did you spend time with loved ones? Did you pursue your passions or help others? You may realize that you did many things that day that brought you joy and fulfillment. Take a moment to savor those memories and be grateful for the opportunity to experience them. On the other hand, if you realize that you wasted time on negative or unproductive activities, ask yourself how you can make changes moving forward. Write down the positive and negative aspects of your day and reflect on how you can make tomorrow even better. This exercise can help you align your daily actions with your values and priorities, leading to a more meaningful and fulfilling life. Remember, starting today, you can reshape your life by journaling like a Stoic. Just one prompt a day could make all the difference. Don't miss out. Subscribe now. And until next time, thanks for watching.